Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you a shoutcast between eMal versus Aramachus here on Echo Isle. And first thing I want to say is I got to apologize. I know some of you guys are looking for the rest of the series with Grubby, and apparently they used a custom version of a map that I can't find anywhere on the net. So I was not able to download that and actually give you that game. What I am going to do is I'll do a bonus cast of another game. This is going to be an orc versus an undead here on Echo Isle. Aramachus versus eMal. And I think I have cast eMal in the past. Wow! What is that? Holy sheesh! Alright, my StarCraft 2 beta download has completed. Yeah. There's the surprise for you. Thank you to everyone out there who is already watching this. If you got startled and you are not using ad blocker, that means that you are helping me watch my cast and therefore not using ad blocker and thereby supporting my very, very fast internet so I can download a 5 GB file in less than 15 minutes. Yeah, it's expensive. Anyways, let's go ahead and take over here on the top left-hand side. We do have eMal spawning as the red orc. He is going to be unloading a Blade Master. Meanwhile, he will be going up against a blue undead who is going a Death Knight. No big surprise there. The Death Knight is going to be coming out relatively soon. It looks like we will see a transition into Crypt Fiends. A very, very common strategy right now, as the Blade Master will be moving out as well. Now, the Death Knight is not going to have that many options in order to creep. He's not going to have enough ghouls. He doesn't want to pull ghouls off of the lumber line in order to actually creep. So what we will most likely see this Death Knight do is try and harass. Now, the harassment may come in the form of a Death Knight trying to get off some death coils. We'll see where this Death Knight will, in fact, be traveling to as the Blade Master now makes his way off. There is already an Acolyte here. The Acolyte is trying to hide. How much damage can be dealt? The Ogre Warrior already down to 170, 150, 72, and the Death Knight is nowhere nearby. So, you can see that the Death Knight not going to be able to do much. It looks like he was trying to come in and Death Coil that unit. Not going to be able to do that. Gonna Death Coil and does not get the kill there. A beautiful critical strike at just the right time. And that was in fact a critical strike, not a Windwalk strike, as it wasn't 40 damage. So, oh, what is this? A hiding Acolyte in the brush. Right, down it goes. So, critical strike first as the first ability instead of Windwalk. That is a bit of a surprise for me, as we now see a Death Knight attempt to run away. One Death Coil did land and hit its target. Skeletal minions are about on the map, as we are now doing a quick tech to tier 2, and Aramachus has a very, very good defense back at home. Still no Crypt Fiends as of yet, as Aramachus is currently trying the tech to tier 2 very, very quickly. I believe, nope, actually the same time as eMal is going to tier 2 as well. Death Knight now looking to come in. Is it going to be able to get the experience? No, unable to deny that dare. The Death Knight now down to 340 hit points, as the skeletal minions are backing off. They said it was a nice coil. Did he actually get the kill? Oh, he did. Alright, Alright. Apparently he didn't get that at all. He didn't get any experience whatsoever, as the Death Knight is at, what, 68 experience, does buy Boots of Speed, and Aramachus is just not doing the little things he needs to do in order to take the victory. Blade Master now going after the Ogre Magi. Ogre Magi will fall here. This is one of the tricks for the Blade Master in order to take down these very, very high-level units. You can see Potion of Greater Healing has been picked up. There's the Dust of Appearance. Oh, the Death Knight. The Death Knight may actually be able to take down the Blade Master. Blade Master may be forced to use this. Is this going to happen? The Death Knight now trying to slip away, and oh, without the Boots of Speed, or with the Boots of Speed just fast enough, is he going to get off another Death Coil? Where is it? One wasted Death Coil, and that is the reason why he could not actually get the damage. Now Aramachus is on the wrong side, trying to pull away the Death Knight, unable to land the Dust of Appearance on the Blade Master there, and now forced to retreat. Wow, what a change of events. If that Blade Master, or if the Death Knight had just saved 75 mana, he may have gotten the kill there. All right. Skeletal minions now once again making their way out. Meanwhile, we see one Crypt Fiend doing a bit of long distance creeping for that Death Knight. Death Knight now almost level 2. Meanwhile, the Blade Master is looking to come in here. We should be seeing a Lich. Yes, a Lich is already underway. We are at Halls of the Dead. I don't see a Tech the Black Citadel, which is rather common, as the Death Knight does get the experience there. Alright, Skeletal Minion is now joining in on the fight. Will the Death Knight perhaps get off some shots here on the Ogre Magi? No, Circlet of Nobility has been picked up by the Blade Master. Blade Master now chasing off to the north. Death Knight significantly faster now that he has Unholy Aura. And I'm not exactly sure what eMal said wow about. A little bit of experience steal there once again, I believe, as eMal is just trying to come around. So eMal seems to be all over the place, and Aramachus seems to be all over the place, but I can't tell if eMal is actually complimenting or wondering what Aramachus is doing. Aramachus now teleporting back home, and either this is the most specific undead build and timing in the world, or Aramachus is just flying off the seat of his pants and able to find and figure out where his opponent is constantly, and able to constantly harass. Alright, there is that Frost Armor. Very, very common for Lich and Death Knight to go Frost Armor. It does reduce the amount of damage that the Blade Master does significantly, especially with the slow in damage attacking. Alright, the Lich, however, absorbing perhaps a bit too much damage there. Death Knight now down to 32 mana. Alright, we are going into a Slaughterhouse. Slaughterhouse does normally mean we will be seeing Obsidian Statues. Obsidian Statues absolutely necessary at this point, as the Death Knight now down to 42 mana and has no real way of regenerating mana, as there are no Clarity Potions in the Undead shop. Renegade Wizard does go down. There is a Pendant of mana there, or is it Pendant of Energy or Pendant of Mana? I don't want to move that timer, so you guys will just know it's the 150 variety, not the 250 variety. Death Knight sitting on a lot of mana right now. The Lich sitting on... the Death Knight sitting on a high maximum mana. Lich sitting on a fair amount of mana, 242, as both sides are continuing this fight. Alright, Death Knight, Ring of Protection +2. Not quite sure why he used the Death Coil there. Perhaps he was afraid that the Blade Master was nearby. And now we see that the Death Knight will be getting to level 3 after this Troll Trapper. Coming back over here, we are constructing a Great Hall. So eMal taking a play out of the human playbook, expanding early, while the Tauren Chieftain is now out on the field. Tauren Chieftain does normally mean a better army destruction as opposed to hero nuking, as there is no Shadow Hunter in order to get Hex off and to give Healing Wave to a Blade Master that overextends. Alright, Death Knight now returning, selling some items. He sold the Pendant of Energy, surprisingly, and that means that he's back down to 73, 74 mana. Back over here, Crypt Fiends are engaging. You can see that we do have an Orb of Corruption, -5 armor there. A little bit of transferring of items. There is an Obsidian Statue now being trained as we are going into Destroyer form. Death Knight getting close, getting close to the halfway point of level 3. Meanwhile, Lich is getting close to level 3, about halfway there as well. Blade Master and Tauren Chieftain. The Tauren Chieftain with Endurance Aura and level 3 just around the corner. I would give a slight edge to eMal, especially the fact that he does have an expansion already up and running. Obsidian Statue currently standing nearby. Are we training up more Obsidian Statues? No, we are just researching Destroyer form. It feels like Aramachus is a bit behind, as a second Obsidian Slaughterhouse now just coming into play. And I can't imagine that this fight will go well at all. Blade Master sitting at level 3 has a perfect combination of items to really lay down the pressure. Meanwhile, the Death Knight is on the wrong side of the map. Will need to return home, as the Obsidian Statue will not be able to go into Destroyer form. Here we go. There's the attack now. The Obsidian Statue is in the back here. Death Knight Lich does have Frost Armor. Death Coil needs to save the Lich. Is it going to happen in time? No, does not. With a 135-point critical strike. And wow, that was a very, very fast game here, as eMal was just in complete domination every step of the way. It really felt like a master player playing just completely stomping on another player, and that was almost painful to watch. eMal easily taking this series. I thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. I apologize that the replay would not load. It was the other replay was highly ranked. I really wanted to see it, and unfortunately I will not be able to cast it. So you guys will have to stay tuned just next week for more Warcraft 3. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.